All right, let's get cooking.
Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fly. How about them Cowboys?
Welcome to the latest edition of Chin Check Sports Radio. I'm your host, JD. I want to thank you all for taking the time out to listen to our program. And as always, we welcome any suggestions, comments, criticisms, and feedback, which improves the quality of our program, which also improves your listening experience. Week 17, 2019 Dallas Cowboys. A easier than expected victory against the division rival Philadelphia Eagles. That all started really from head coach Doug Peterson making comments saying that, and I quote, "We're going down to Dallas and we're going to win that football game, and when we do, we're in first place in NFC East." Needless to say, that was propped up as bulletin board material. DeMarcus Lawrence commented on it. So head coach Jason Garrett, knowing after 3 straight losses and one really bad loss last week, season in free fall. From what I understand, and they had exclusive footage of Jason Garrett's response to head coach Doug Peterson and his guarantee of defeating the Cowboys this week. And we want to play the exclusive video footage, or audio footage rather, of Jason Garrett's inspiring pregame pep talk to the team regarding head coach Doug Peterson.
But I'd kill him dead before I let him beat me.
And there you have it. So, yes, folks, I know I'm being a little bit petty this weekend, but damn you. If you have a problem with it, damn you. So, Dallas Cowboys Week 7, 37-10 victory over the Philadelphia Eagles. And the reason why I'm being a little bit petty this weekend, because there are a lot of Eagles fans I know who are listening to the broadcast. I'm going to start calling some names out to R. Rames, P. Deegan, K. Bogle, Big Brody, and most importantly, my sister-in-law, Monica. I hope you are doing well. I love you very much. I know you guys are having a rough day or rough evening after the game. So, oh well, if you don't like it, well, I guess you're going to sit there and not like it. So, Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, 21 of 27, 239 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Ezekiel Elliott, 22 carries, 111 yards with 1 touchdown, along with 6 catches for 36 yards. Amari Cooper, 5 catches, 106 yards. Brett Maher kicked a 63-yard field goal. First kicker in NFL history to have 3 kicks over 60 yards. Tavon Austin took a carry in the first quarter, 20 yards for a touchdown. So definitely a very inspiring performance by the offense, but I think the players of the game and the Chin Check Radio players of the week, at first I wanted to give it to guys on the offensive line. I thought they did a great job in handling Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham. But I felt the defense set the tone of the game from the Eagles' first possession, causing a fumble from Dallas Goedert, caused by a strip fumble by linebacker Jalen Smith, who was also being tackled at the same time by Leighton Vander Esch. I thought the defense really set the tone. We had a DeMarcus Lawrence sighting, who had a sack and a forced fumble on the next Eagle possession. So Cowboys raced out to a 14-0 lead. Defense forced, 4 turnovers, held the Eagles to 283 total yards. Quarterback Carson Wentz, 16 for 26, 191 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. So definitely an inspiring day. So that's why the Chin Check players of the week are the players you see on your screen. Jalen Smith, Sean Lee, and Leighton Vander Esch. And the reason why I decided to go with the linebackers because, again, they set the tone of the game, especially first possession, forcing a fumble. And even when, unfortunately, when Leighton Vander Esch was out of the game with it looks to be a neck stinger, and he seems to be okay here in this post-game news conference, I thought Sean Lee came in and played admirably. Had a pass deflection that should have been an interception on a 4th down late in the 4th quarter. Also, Xavier Woods also had 1 interception. So definitely a well played performance by the Dallas Cowboys. Unfortunately, I'm not going to say unfortunately, I hope it didn't take the comments made by head coach Doug Peterson to fire them up after last week's debacle in New Jersey against the New York Jets. Definitely something to build upon. The Cowboys currently sit first place in the NFC East division, and I think you can almost kind of look at it as even 2 games up, because even though the record-wise says that they're 1 game up, but they clearly have a better divisional record than the Eagles, so those things can help out fighting for a playoff spot towards the end of the season. Definitely feel that this is the Cowboys probably their most balanced performance against a quality team. Now, don't sit here and tell me that now the Eagles sit at 3-4 that they were no good. The Eagles have beaten quality teams, namely the Green Bay Packers, who beat the Dallas Cowboys. So definitely, I felt the team's best performance. You could really show their potential. I think the returns of Lyle Collins and Tyron Smith was huge, as well as Amari Cooper. So definitely their most even performance, balance on both sides. Defensively, you finally saw the potential that everybody was talking about. And I don't want to forget Robert Woods, who also played another outstanding game. Fortunately, he was hurt with a rib injury, so we hope the injuries aren't too bad. I definitely want to give the team their credit. Of course, you know at Chin Check Radio, they will get criticized if the play warrants the criticism. But this week, there's really nothing negative to say. I think when you have to choose or decide or rack your brain who's going to be your Chin Check player or players of the week, I think that's a pretty good week. So definitely an impressive team performance. Going forward, they have a bye next week, so we probably won't be doing broadcasts on the team unless another sports issue comes up or Dallas Cowboys off the field issue comes up. So probably won't be broadcasting next week. But then a week after that, they play at the New York Giants, and the New York Giants right now are reeling with a rookie quarterback. Then they play the Minnesota Vikings and then the Detroit Lions. Folks, those are 3 very winnable games. The Minnesota Vikings, they are a very stacked team on both sides of the ball. The problem is you have a quarterback, Kirk Cousins, who the Cowboys have dominated Kirk Cousins the last few years in Washington, and a Detroit Lions team, even though they're playing much improved under head coach Matt Patricia, but that should be a winnable game. So they have the opportunity to rip off 3 straight wins here after the bye week, and luckily I feel the bye week is coming at the right time. You go into the bye week 4-3, you're leading the division. It's a time to get some players, get Leighton Vander Esch back to where he needs to be. Amari Cooper can get some more rest. So I'm definitely looking forward to see what they do. Not looking too far ahead. They have a game against the New England Patriots, but we'll deal with that as the time comes. But definitely perfect victory going into the bye week. That y'all definitely give the time to rest and heal up, to definitely work on a few things. So definitely an A+ performance for the Cowboys. I try to find every little thing that I can find, and honestly, it was their most complete performance. Really nothing to say about this week. I know I'm having a little fun with the Eagles fans, and so be it. And I'm going to have fun this week because I know full well if the Cowboys were to lose this game, I wouldn't have heard the end of it. Now, also, watching NFL Network and NFL Game Day Prime, and they were discussing the Coach Doug Peterson's comments, and it is what it is, and he had enough faith in his team, and it's not that bad. And I do wonder if Jason Garrett made those comments, what would the media be saying? Just throwing it out there. If Jason Garrett made those comments about the Eagles and guaranteeing victory, and the team gets blown out, what would the narrative be versus kind of, well, Doug Peterson was confident in his team, and he had the right to be confident in his team. But if Jason Garrett has said that at any time, I wonder what the media backlash would be. But all in all, definitely a standout performance by the Dallas Cowboys. And this is Chin Check Radio. Until the next time, signing off.